Good day everyone. So today I'm going to tackle about the natural law. So first, let's talk about the meaning of natural law. So what is natural law? A natural law is a moral theory starting the right and wrong, came from human nature and reasons natural. So another is natural law is about do what is good and avoid what is evil. So, preserving human life or warding off its obstacle belongs to the natural. So, here's the example of the natural law. Um, Even the body's person has a good side. So, matatawag siyang natural law. So, next is, it is in common with other being and in common with other animals and uniquely human. So, let's move on to the beginning. So, it is deontologically, which means what comes naturally to us, the right or wrong. Aquinas was inspired by Aristotle's idea in which he developed natural law. So, si Aquinas daw is na-inspire kay Aristotle na kung saan si Aristotle yung gumawa ng or nag-develop ng natural law. And also, Aristotle believed that the key purpose to help human existence is the ability to reason or the um, rationality. This is the natural law thinking. Aristotle said that something is good as long as it fulfills its purpose. So meaning, um, it basically means that the value or the quality of something is determined by how well it serves its intended function. And also, if something does what it means to do effectively, um, then it considered as good regardless to other factor like fancy design or other brand name. It is all about practicality and functionality. So, an example of this is a good knife or is one that cuts well. So it must be an agent bringing something or the efficient cost and to fulfill its final purpose of something, the final cost. So makikita nyo dito is the final cost or the final result rather is the knife, while the efficient cost or the what gets it done is yung tomato. So dito makikita naman natin, 'di ba? The next is the what we call ALD theory. Aquinas' natural law is often thought to be absolutist, legalistic, and deontological theory. In absolutist, believing that are normal moral that apply to all situations. So, the idea that certain moral principles are uniquely universal true and apply in all situations regarded sa context. So, the example of this is the belief that is always morally wrong to lie no matter the circumstances. So, even if lying might bring about a good outcome, so it's still considered as wrong in absolute term. Next is the legalistic. The idea to obey religious law to gain eternal life. So, dito, pumapasok naman yung um, the idea na i-follow mo or i-obey mo yung religious law to have a eternal life. So, example na is, what do you call that? For example, is you have a religion. So, yung religion na yun is meron siyang law or the religious law. So, to have a eternal life, kailangan mo siyang sundin para nga magkaroon ka ng inasabing lang eternal life. The next is the deontological. The meaning of this is to follow your duty whether action are right or wrong. So, dito naman is one example of this is sa isang trabaho, sabihin na lang natin yung trabaho is um, um, tawag dito. So, sabihin na lang natin ikaw is nagtatrabaho bilang robber. So, ano nga ba ang role ng isang robber? So, syempre magnakaw. And ikaw bilang robber ay mauutusan ka syempre ng iyong boss na syempre mayroon kayong mga um, tawag dito, um, so meron kayong mga balak. So, ikaw nautusan ka ng boss mo na magnakaw. So, yun yung duty mo, magnakaw. So, pupunta ka sa isang bank para ikaw, hindi mo na iisipin kung tama ba or mali yung ginagawa mo as long as na-fulfill mo or na follow mo yung duty mo. Yun ay matatawag na deontological rather. So, we have a cardinal virtues. The meaning of virtues is the existence of all characters, personal quality. These are important to fulfill a human true nature. And para din ma-avail natin yung so there are 4 virtues which are the prejudice, the justice, fortitude, and the temperance. So when we say prudence, the ability to think before you act. So one example of this is yung ang inasabi nilang think before you click. So kailangan mo munang isipin or pag-isip-isipan yung isang act bago mo siya gawin, 'di ba? Next is the justice, the balance thinking of yourself and other fair. So kailangan dito is kung ano yung what do you call that? Kung ano yung pag-iisip mo sa sarili mo is ganun din dapat sa iba. So parang balance ganun. Next is the fortitude, determination not to give up. Next is the temperance, resisting temptation, the self-control. So, when we say temperance, yun yung pag self-control mo sa sarili mo. Kunyari is, for example, is, palagay na lang natin na sa isang inuman, di ba? Hindi syempre maiwasan yun sa katulad na lang sa mga kabataan is normal yung inuman. So ikaw kung may temperance ka is kailangan mong i-control yung self mo para dun sa inasabi nating inuman, di ba? So let's move on to the revealed virtues. The 3 revealed virtues involve faith, hope, and charity. They can only be received if infused by divine grace. So when we say faith, faith is to follow and believe in God. So dito naman is tayo mga Katoliko is we have faith and we follow God. Next is the hope that there is life after death with God. Next is the charity is to be selfless and think of Next is the Aquinas purpose. Aquinas says that sin is the missing mark, that we cannot do anything about it. Aquinas formed 5 purposes in life, which are the worship God, orderly society, reproduce, learn, and defend life. Primary precepts. Aquinas' 5 purpose of life or in the word make the primary precept. They identify the good act within a human life and other God-given purposes. There are absolute. So, primary precept reflect on our telos. So, when we say telos, yun yung final purpose. So, may example ito, which is, first is, God create us, followed by God give us reason. Next is, we use our reason to find our purpose. And the last one is, our purpose is to get back to God. So, tama naman siya.